Mathematics is a more powerful instrument of knowledge than any other that has been bequeathed to us by human agency. In this video, we are going to see Chapter 4 Combinatorics, Learning Objectives, Sum Rule, Product Rule. In the last video, I drew this grid for product rule in genetics. Now, I am going to share with you how the sum rule is used in genetics. In some genetics problems, you may need to calculate the probability that any one of the several events will occur. In this case, you will need to apply sum rule. For example, let's use the sum rule to predict the fraction of offspring from an AA, big A, small a cross big A, small a cross that will have the dominant phenotype. 2 big A or big A, small a genotype. In this cross, there are 3 events that can lead to a dominant phenotype. 2 A gametes meet, give AA genotype, or A gamete from mom meets small a gamete from dad, giving big A, small a genotype, or small a gamete from mom meets capital A gametes from dad, giving big A, small a genotype. In any one fertilization event, only one of those 3 possibilities can occur. They are mutually exclusive. Since this is an OR situation where the events are mutually exclusive, we can apply the sum rule. Probability of A from mom and A from dad is 1 by 4. Probability of A from mom and A from small a from dad is also 1 by 4. Probability of A from small a from mom and big A from dad is also 1 by 4. Since it is sum rule, we need to add 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 4. In this video, we are going to see remaining problems in exercise 4.1. Question number 1. How many numbers are there between 1 and 1000, both inclusive, which are divisible neither by 2 nor by 5? Consider n of a. N of a as number of numbers divisible by 2. So here we have total numbers 1000 divided by 2 is 500. So n of a is 500. Then n of b. Consider n of b as number of numbers divisible by 5. 1000 divided by 5 is 200. So n of b is 200. Next, n of a intersection b. N of a intersection b as number of numbers divisible by 2 and 5. That is 10. 1000 divided by 10 which is equal to 100. Now I am going to find number of numbers divisible by 2 or 5 by using the formula n of a union b. N of a union b equal to n of a plus n of b minus n of a intersection b. N of a is 500, n of b is 200, n of a intersection b is 100. 500 plus 200 is 700 minus 100, which is equal to 600. Now I need to find number of numbers divisible neither by 2 nor by 5. Number of numbers divisible neither by 2 nor by 5 is equal to difference between the total numbers and numbers of numbers divisible by 2 or 5. So total number is 1000 minus 600, which is equal to 400. 1000 minus 600 is 400. Question number 2. How many strings can be formed using letters of the word lotus, L-O-T-U-S, if the word first subdivision either starts with L or ends with S? Since the word starts with L, the first place can be filled in one way. The remaining 4 boxes can be filled in 4, 3, 2, 1 ways by the remaining letters O, T, U, S. Therefore, number of words starting with L is equal to 1 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to 1 4s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24, 24 into 1 is 24. Next, since the words ends with S, S can be filled in one way. The remaining 4 boxes can be filled in 4, 3, 2, 1 ways by the remaining letters L, O, T, U. Therefore, number of words ending with S is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 1 is equal to 1 2s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 24 into 1 is 24. Number of words starting with L and ending with S. L can be filled in one way, S can be filled in one way. The remaining 3 boxes can be filled in 3, 2, 1 by the remaining letters O, T, U. Therefore, number of words starting with L and ending with S are 1 into 3 into 2 into 1 into 1 is equal to 1 3s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 6 into 1 6, 6 into 1 6. Now we are going to find number of words either starts with L or ends with S is equal to number of words starting with L is 24 plus number of words ending with S 24 minus number of words starting with L and ending with S is 6 is equal to 24 plus 24 48, 48 minus 6 is equal to 42. Second subdivision neither starts with L nor ends with S. In any such strings, each of the letters L, O, T, U, S is used exactly once. A string that neither starts with L nor ends with S is one which has not been counted in together. They count for all possible strings of length 5 formed out of the letters L, O, T, U, S where no letter is repeated. Now, the number of all such strings is formed by filling the first position by any one of the letters. First position can be filled in 5 ways. The second by any one of the remaining 4 letters. And third place can be filled by any one of the remaining 3 letters. And so on. So fourth place 2 and fifth place 1. That is, there are in total number of ways. Total number of ways is equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5 4s are 20, 20 into 3 60, 60 into 2 is 120, 120 into 1 is 120. The number of words neither starting with L nor ending with S is same as the difference between the total number of strings and the number of strings either start with L or end with S. Number of words neither starting with L nor ending with S is equal to total number of ways of string is 120 minus number of words either start with L or end with S already found in the previous case is nothing but 42. 120 minus 42 which is equal to 78 ways. Question number 3. To travel from a place A to place B, there are two different bus routes B1, B2, two different train routes T1, T2 and one air route A1. From place B to place C, there is one bus route say B1 dash, two different train routes say T1 dash, T2 dash and one air route A1 dash. Find the number of routes of commuting from place A to place C via place B without using similar mode of transportation. Number of routes from A to B. We have two bus routes, two train routes and one air route. 2 plus 2 plus 1 which is equal to 5 routes. From B to C, one bus route, two train routes, one air route. 1 plus 2 plus 1 which is equal to 4. Now, number of routes commuting from A to C. A to C is 5 into A to B is 5, B to C is 4. 5 into 4 is 20. But the condition is one should not use the same mode of transport. Therefore, we have to subtract each routes. Number of routes from A to C through B. Bus equal to. Bus we have A to B is 2 routes. B to C is 1. 2 into 1 which is equal to 2. Train. Train equal to. A to B we have 2 train routes. B to C we have 2 train routes. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Air. Air equal to. A to B we have 1 route. B to C we have 1 route. 1 into 1 which is equal to 1. So totally we are getting 7. Therefore, required number of routes. Required number of routes is equal to 20 minus 7 which is nothing but 13. The math trick can unmistakably guess your age. I will guess your age in a minute. I will figure out your age. With some mathematical help, I will guess your real age. You just need to follow my instruction. Take a rough paper and pen. Step 1. Choose a number from 1 to 9. Which number is your favorite? My favorite number is 2. Step 2. Multiply your number by 2. 2 into 2 which is equal to 4. Step 3. Add 5 to your result. 4 plus 5 which is equal to 9. Step 4. Multiply the result by 50. 9 into 50 which is equal to 450. Step 5. If you have already celebrated your birthday this year, add 1769 to your final result. And if this magnificent event is still ahead, add 1768. I have celebrated my birthday already. So, 450 plus 1769 which is equal to 2219. Step 6. You are supposed to have a 4-figure number. If you don't, something has gone terribly wrong. Check your calculation. Step 6 is you need to subtract the year of your birth from your final result. The final result is 2219 minus 2004, which is equal to 2219 minus 2004 is 215. After you have done this, you can get a 3-digit number. So I got 215. The first digit, the number you choose of the beginning. The number you choose at the beginning. The following 2 digits are your age. The following 2 digits are your age. Wow, that's amazing. Now, we will continue the exercise problems. Question number 4. How many 3-digit odd numbers can be formed by using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If first subdivision is repetition of the digit is not allowed. Since we need 3-digit odd numbers, the unit place can be filled in 3 ways using the digits 1, 3 or 5. The hundreds place can be filled in 4 ways, excluding 0 and the number you used for ones place, since repetition is not allowed. Tens place can be filled in 4 ways, including 0. So, total number of ways is equal to 4 into 4 into 3. 4 4s are 16. 16 into 3 is 48. Second subdivision, repetition of digit is allowed. The unit place can be filled in 3 ways using the digits 1, 3 or 5. Since we need 3-digit odd numbers, 100th place can be filled in 5 ways, excluding 0. And repetition of digit is allowed. 10th place can be filled in 6 ways. So, total number of ways is equal to 5 into 6 into 3. 5 6 are 30, 30 into 3, which is equal to 90. Question number 5. Count the total number of ways of answering 6 objective type question. Each question is having 4 choice. Since each question can be answered in 4 ways, then the total number of ways of answering 6 question is 4 power 6. Second subdivision, in how many ways 10 pigeons can be placed in 3 different pigeon holes? Since each pigeon can occupy any of these 3 holes, then the total number of ways of placing 10 pigeons is 3 power 10. More generally, if n different objects are to be placed in m places, then the total number of ways of placing is m power n. Total number of ways of placing is m power n. If n different objects are to be placed in m places, then the number of ways placing is m power n. Practice all the problems what I taught today. Hope you have understood this. Thank you.